buddy. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of All In Sports. It's your man, Lee Ice. And as you can see, I got two, not one, two great guests today. My son, Brian. Brian, what's going on?
What's up, Lee Ice?
And back again, the beautiful Lady T. What's going on, Miss Lady?
What's going on, Lee Ice?
I don't know, man. Just enjoying this weather. It's not hot. It's not cold. It's just right. You know, you can wear a long sleeve t-shirt or a little hoodie. You can wear short sleeve, wear sweats. I love it. I love it. And as always, we got the hardest working man in the business. He's been going through a lot the last couple of weeks. What's going on, Hill?
What's up, Lee Ice? Got a couple of announcements to make real quick. First birthday shout out to my son, Sherrod. Happy birthday, old ass. I want to call you something else, but we're on regular TV, but
Happy birthday, nephew.
Happy birthday.
Other announcement, if you didn't see this week, we got two sponsors. First is websitedon.com. There was the first one to land. The second one is webinteractive.com. Basically, they do our website. All the stuff gets pushed out on the networks. They set all the networks up and all that. I just put stuff on there. We've been dealing with them for 10 years. So, and just before, about an hour before we went on the air, two major signings that come into Clear Productions. They will get a sneak preview Memorial Day Sunday and Father's Day. First is Catalyst Wrestling. And Lee Ice, I said this about a year ago, and they turned us down, but they came back to the table and signed with us. Harley Race Wrestling. Yes.
Whoa. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, wow.
They came back to the table. We also signed another show called Metropolitan or Metropolicity. Sorry, I'm saying the name wrong. It's a music show. They signed on, so a lot of stuff will be kicking off at the July 29th when All In Football returns.
All right.
Back to you.
All right. Great news. Great news. Well, let's thank everybody for tuning in last week's show. Thank everybody tuning in this week's show. Like I always say, I hope we can entertain y'all doing what we're going through. You know, I don't say the word. I ain't said the word, what, big dog, 5 years?
Going on 6, man.
I ain't said it. But you know I'm going to tell them, right? I'll tell you, protect yourselves and your family the best way you know how. Lady T, son Brian, are y'all ready to get things started?
Yes, sir.
All right, they got on me last week because they say I've been forgetting the toast, so I'm going Good Burger, a little orange soda.
I didn't know you posted.
I'm sorry, you good. You can bring it the next time.
No doubt.
Y'all ready to get things started?
Yes, sir.
Let's
Bring
go.
it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. All right, y'all know what's first on the agenda. It's called the All In State of the Union, brought to you by the best there is, the best there was. He is the best that ever done it. Clear Production. Mr. Hill, what's going on?
I guess somebody will be joining me on the retirement list, and me and Brian on the retirement list. Derek Carr retires suddenly because of shoulder injury from the New Orleans Saints. How you feel?
Go ahead.
I pulled up their quarterback list, who they got on the bench. I don't know who's. It could have been you on the team. I don't recognize any of the names.
Oh, his cousin. No, his cousin. He keeps
Tyler
thinking his cousin.
Smaller will be one of them. Spencer Rattler and Jake Henley. And
Who?
they might try my cousin, they say.
That's they should have drafted Shador.
Why? Because I don't like their head coach.
Hey, Browns Gable embraces addition of Sanders. That's right, Shador Sanders. How you feel?
You don't have a choice.
We said it at the same time.
I have a choice. Gabe Taylor relishes the chance to represent the late brother with the Commanders. We don't know who Gabe Taylor is. He's the late brother of Sean Taylor. How you feel? The younger brother.
I hope he makes a team in any type of capacity. He can be special teams player, anything. I just want, that'll be great.
I had 4 different teams in Game 7. I'm only won 1 Game 7 my whole career. Now people say I'm the biggest choke artist in sports. What's my name? I play for the Rockets, the Nets, the Sixers, and the Clippers. What's my name?
James Harden.
Thank you. James Harden lost another Game 7.
You forgot his middle name. You know what his middle name is?
What?
Yeah, I was saying. I thought.
I already said choke Harden.
Yeah, James choke
Future
Harden.
draft sites: 2026, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and 2027, Washington D.C. How you feel?
No, I love it.
Yeah, my son's already started making plans to go, so I might be going to that. It's gonna be
Yeah, that DC one's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, Lee Ice, I got an announcement about that. Something happened this week for us. All in football might be doing a show somewhere. What day?
Well, then maybe I will be going.
Longest final drought ever. Kings, 73 years. Hawks, 63. Clippers, never been to a final, 55 years. Do you know the NBA playoffs only the last Elite 8 only substituted 1 team from last year? What team did not make the Elite 8 this year that made it last year?
Being funny?
No, I'm not. Because all of them made it but 1.
Lakers, right?
Golden State.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it was Golden State.
Oh, no.
It was the Mavericks. Yes.
That's right. They were in the finals last year.
Right.
Hey, Cowboys gets Pickens. How you feel?
Cowboy fans been sick the last couple of days. I mean, they've just been annoying as you know what the last couple of days.
Kansas City Chief killer Gabe Davis got released by the Jaguars from a disappointing season. Hey, he is the reason the Buffalo Bills were in those 2 games 2 times at Arrowhead. It was Gabe Davis. He might be going back to Buffalo. How you feel?
Yeah, I haven't seen any reports about him coming back yet, but I know it's a possibility. But I mean, it was clearly Josh Allen. He did nothing in Jacksonville. Now he's gonna come back with his head between his legs. It's all right.
Taylor says, "Hey, I'm just here to back up Fields." How you feel?
Nah, who cares?
Mr. Markwood, that's the gentleman that fell from PNC Stadium in Pittsburgh, is still in serious pain, he says, with all the extremities just about cracked all up. How you feel?
I can't imagine.
I got nothing to say about that? I'm sorry. Hey, only players over 40 with 3 home run games. Reggie Jackson, Babe Ruth, and what's that other dude name? I lost his name already. Yeah, anyway. Steph Curry, pull hamstring. How you feel?
Nervous.
I'm still crying.
Clowney. Hey, got cut by the Panthers. Where you going next?
Come here, come to Washington.
Pittsburgh Pirates fire manager Derek Shelton amid a 7-game skid. How you feel?
7 games in baseball is not that bad. They play 160.
I mean, they only play, 684 games?
Yeah.
Lee Ice, time to go to break.
All right, y'all, when we go to a break, when we come back, Lady T here, we talking NBA. We're going to get her takes. We're going to get Brian takes and the big dog. And, of course, you're going to get the best takes from me. All of that and more, all in sports. We'll be back.
school basketball camp or college basketball camp that Michael Jordan showed up to. Yeah. You said you shook Michael Jordan were you in high school or? I was in high school. Nike camp in Princeton. Will he vouch for this story? Oh yeah. He knows. Look, I was coming out of high school as the #1 guard in the nation. There was a guy, I can't remember his name. They say he was the toughest scout ever at the Nike camp. He had never given one a 5. That was his highest score. And 2 years in a row, he gave me 5. And Jordan came, and that's when Jordan, the way I tell the story, and it's true, Jordan was like, I'd never seen somebody as cut as him. Yeah. And he's so close, I can reach out. I'm at the bottom of the bleach, I can touch him. So I'm just admiring his body. I'm like sizing him up, not in an arrogant way. This is how you're supposed to look. He begins to talk to us, talking to us about the NBA, what it's like, how intense it is, and all that. And out of all the people there, he calls me, asks me to come on the court. He gives me the ball. I get on the top of the key, left-hand side, and he gives me the ball and says, look, I want you to come to me with everything you have. I'm going to try to stop you. I said, okay. I'm looking at this as an opportunity because I've been working my behind off. This is my opportunity to see right now if my training is paying off, where I am, where I stand with who they say is the best.
And Lee Ice, you want
Yes.
to guess who that was?
Mahmoud Abdul Rauf,
Better known as who?
also known as Chris
Jackson.
Jackson.
The best shooting guard maybe of all time that would never get the recognition because he got blackballed by the NBA. Back to you.
Yeah, I hate what they did to him, man. And you might be right. I mean, that
He
dude.
might be, overall, he's better than Steph.
Oh,
Overall, gone. What?
okay.
Lee Ice.
We
Steph
won't go
cannot
that.
do what he can do.
we won't go that far.
Too. Huh?
We won't go that far. But he would have been a Hall of Famer if the NBA did not blackball him.
What you mean? Hold up, Lee Ice. You want to sit up here and say Steph can do everything Chris Jackson can do?
He didn't have his jumping ability. Yeah.
Or handles.
I rate their handles even.
I don't. Their athleticism is just totally different. He's on another level.
Yeah. I mean, Chris Jackson.
That's why you can't say he's better. Yeah.
I think Steph has more range, though.
Why you say that? They didn't have the 3-point line when he was playing. They had the 3-point line came in after he started playing.
No, they did.
But as far as how far out Steph goes, like he was never, so you can never really tell.
As soon as Steph past half court, he's getting double teamed.
And World Be Free was the same thing. They ain't no dang on what you call it? World Be Free.
World Be Free, yeah.
He was doing it. That's why the 3-point line is in the NBA because of him.
Yeah, he was pulling up from deep too. That has to be. Well, that's not a nickname. That's his real name now. So, World Be Free. All right. Since we talking basketball, let's get into the NBA playoffs. We're gonna start in the East with the New York Knicks and the Boston Celtics. Boston pulled one off today after blowing 2 games. So they still trail 2-1. Miss T, what's your assessment of this series so far?
Boston's gonna live by the 3 or die by the 3. Literally, like they forget you can shoot 2s. Like those do count as baskets. If somebody just want to tell them that, but first 2 games they missed. I think they went 25 for 100 in the first 2 games. They actually got shots off today, and that was the difference in the game. So if they're gonna make 3s, they'll go back to being a problem. If not, New York's got to step up and take it from them.
Somebody on this show said, I think New York is the only team that can beat Boston. I'm not going to mention his name, but they got out.
You said.
But,
Yeah.
I mean, New York, they gave up one today. I just think they was a little too anxious. But like you said, live by the 3, die by the 3. They definitely, they was living, but then they just died. Why would you keep taking 3s when you're up over 20 points?
What do you think the reason is about that? Why won't? They got guys that can go inside.
Because they look at it's the stupid analytics stuff.
Exactly.
I can't stand it. and they're gonna shoot. Their coach is telling them just keep jacking them up. You know what I mean?
That's bad coaching, then.
It's horrible coaching, and that's why they're not going to make it to the finals this year. Even though I did pick them, but you're not. I mean, if you're going to shoot over 50, 63s a game, that don't even make no sense, man.
Like you said, not when you have a 20-point lead. If in football you get a big lead, you don't keep throwing bombs. You hand the ball off.
Right.
Run the ball.
Yeah, right.
But they're banking on those games where they actually do make those. They make 20 or 50 or 25.
But the thing is, they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop because they like, this is who we are, how we got here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I understand it, but if you're up 20-something points, like Brian said,
yeah,
you equate it to a football game. You don't keep throwing bombs. You run the ball.
Yeah, so that doesn't make any sense. Like, that's bad coaching. Coaches got to step up and say, hey, we got to. If the players are taking over, that's whatever. It's just
New York walked them down in game 1 and game 2 when they were up by 20, and they walked that lead right down and won.
So Leroy, you got the Knicks winning the series? Now, now do you have the Knicks winning the series?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think they take game 4 in New York, and I wouldn't be surprised if they win the one in Boston too. You know,
you don't think this changes anything? That's going to turn it around for Boston? No. We'll see.
What y'all think about Jason Tatum? He's catching a lot of flack. Is it well deserved?
Yes.
Why you say that?
He shot terrible in the first 2 games.
I told you before, you're overrated. It was a certain co-host of yours used to be on the show said I was wrong, but it comes to fruition every time I say it. He's overrated. When the lights get big, he can't handle it. Can't handle it. He got a little James Harden in him. That's all.
Ooh.
Wow, that's cold.
That ain't cold truth.
The man had scored.
What happened to him when he won the championship last year? He was nowhere to be found.
But he had more points than James Harden in the game 7. James Harden be in the game 7 scoring 6 and 8 points. He did have
let's go to game 1. He had a chance to win the game. Instead of dribbling across the lane, he should have pulled up in the lane for the easy 2. And he dribbled right into triple cover.
That's how it's obvious. That's how Boston practices.
I say, that's not Boston
basketball. He's not telling them, look, let's slow it down. I mean, you got Al Horford and Porzingis. I mean, and Jason Tatum 6'10" himself, I think. So it's not like they don't have post players.
Right.
Jalen Bronson, what y'all think? What you think about him? They calling him somebody. I heard the greatest Knick ever. Oh, y'all, are they serious?
No.
No.
He's not on the Mount Rushmore yet. He got a ways to go. Win a championship, then you on there.
Get to the Eastern Conference Finals, then let's talk.
Yep. When I wish I could have multiple TVs like that, because I would have broke my TV. I was like, oh, you don't shut up. So, you think the Knicks gonna hold on, Miss T?
I hope they do, because I don't know if Boston can keep this up, if they can actually get all these 3-pointers back together, because that's what they're gonna come out in game 4 and do. They're gonna keep jacking up threes.
Well, Brian, I know somebody in your family definitely don't want the Knicks to win.
No.
You think they gonna hold up?
I don't know. If Boston wins the next game, I think they're gonna win the series. Well, obviously, the Knicks 3-1. But like you said, live and die by the 6.
I think the Knicks gonna win it in 6. I think
it's okay. All right, the other series.
You ain't got time. You gotta go commercial break.
Okay, when we come back, we're gonna talk about the Pacers and the Cavs. All right.
That's over too.
We'll talk about it when we come back. All in sports. Big Dog said it's over. I don't know about that. We'll see.
10-yard line. They throw to the end zone for the knockout punch. With 1 minute and 12 seconds. Montreal, you, Lee Ice.
Huh?
That's me and you, all in football.
Say that sounded like you.
The Montreal Alouettes winning the Grey Cup. All in football returns July 29th, Tuesday night, with the best of season 5 that I not showed last year, and the best of all 5 seasons. Back to you.
All right. Y'all heard what? All right, before we went to the break, I was bringing up the second series in the East, Pacers and the Cavaliers. Somebody said this is over. Would you like clear to elaborate, sir?
Cleveland had a chance, man. I mean, I know they got their bigs back, but in the end, man, they are Class B. They're the Southwest Airlines of the NBA. Everybody like it. Everybody treats just like them. They ain't Delta. They ain't United. They ain't American. Or JetBlue. They Southwest. They don't charge no bag. They're just gonna beat you up.
So you're saying the Cavs are gonna come back?
I want the Cavs to come back. I don't see it, bro. Even the Cavs blew them out last
so you're
night.
picking the Pacers. You picking the Pacers.
I'm still sticking with the Cavs, but I don't see them coming back.
So you picking the Pacers?
No, I'm just gonna see them coming back.
Can't bring himself to say it.
Right.
I can't get myself to say it.
Miss T, who you, Pacers or Cavs? Who you got?
I think the Cavs are gonna make a comeback. Now that everybody has decided to come back and play. Appreciate Darius Garland coming back last night. Evan Mobley, was it one other, DeAndre Hunter also came back. They all stepped up. Everybody came back, played well, and then for some reason we didn't get anything out of Tyrese Halliburton for the Pacers last night. He had 4 points. It's not gonna cut it.
Was his father there?
No.
He's banned.
No, he's banned.
He's
He's
banned.
banned, yeah.
There you have it.
But his daddy said this is what we do. And if what we do is 4 points in the playoffs.
So you don't have the Cavs coming back.
I do.
Okay. So we got one Pacers, one Cavs. Brian, who you got?
Yeah, I got the Cavs coming. Like you said, everybody's back healthy. They look good. Yeah, I think so. I agree.
I hate saying this, but I gotta agree with the big dog. I got the Pacers winning this. I mean, Donovan Mitchell, man, he's been playing like Michael Jordan, but I don't think he can keep that up. You know, that's
Everybody back now, so you might not.
Right.
Right, but I have to.
So 2 Pacers, 2 Cavs. Let's move to my Warriors and the T-Wolves. Like I said, I'm still crying. You know, I got my tissue over there. I'm not showing it. Do my Warriors have a chance at this?
Without Curry, no. You know the answer to that. They might not be able to win with Curry, but without him. Unless Butler scores 60.
I think the T-Wolves will figure the Warriors out. Let Draymond do what he want to do. The game over once he gets out.
That's true.
Jimmy Butler only one can score.
Right. If y'all can break glass and get a playoff Jimmy moment to kind of hold y'all off until Steph gets back. Can you get playoff Jimmy from Miami that took those whoever they were in Miami all the way to the NBA final?
Pat Riley still got him hostage down there.
Well, I'm praying my man come back for Game 5.
They go to church tomorrow.
They saying Game 6. Hey, like she said, if playoff Jimmy show up,
here's something.
That's what they need.
I mean, he took a bum ass Heat team to the finals twice.
That's the East though. And this is the West. It's a whole nother ball game, lads. He gotta go to church tonight and pray.
He got real players.
He gonna lose. He won't go to church. He ain't gonna go to church tomorrow. So he gonna lose.
Real quick, what's the update on Curry? Is he still day to day?
Curry won't be back probably maybe I think the earliest 5.
He's gonna be evaluated for Game 5.
Right.
They say most likely Game 6. So
yeah.
If there's a game.
It is.
Okay.
No,
It's 1-1.
You're right. They gotta win one for it to be a Game 6.
Yeah.
Right. That's it. You just need playoff Jimmy for one game. Stretch this out till Steph get back.
And I'm thinking since we had Good Buddy the first game, bad buddy the second game. It's time for good buddy
I
to
think it
go.
all depends on Draymond. If y'all lose Draymond, the series game's over. All mine.
All right, the last series, I call it the MVP series. SGA for OKC, the Joker for the Nuggets. Denver went up 2-1. What y'all got? I think Denver. I picked Denver to go to the finals before the season started. They got the best player in the league. But Aaron Gordon, has he turned into Big Shot Bob? I mean, this is 3 shots in the playoffs. I know. Shoot. Robert Horry looking at him like, hey, we must be related. What y'all think?
Yeah, I think the Nuggets will hold on.
I don't. It's going 7, and OKC going to the Western Conference Finals.
Miss T?
I got Denver in 7 because I don't know what OKC is going to do with the Joker.
Game 7 is in OKC, though.
They've already gone into OKC and won.
So you got them. Who you got winning game 4?
I think Denver actually I think if Denver pulls that out, OKC wins game 5.
And so you're saying Denver's going to lose game 6?
I think
at
so.
Home? At home?
That might be one of those games they catch them slipping.
Okay. I'm gonna stick with the Nuggets because I picked them at the beginning of the season. Yes, I did pick them prior to Jimmy Butler going to the Warriors, but no Steph. I don't think my Warriors can make it. Who's gonna win it? Well, SGA's favorite. Should he win the MVP?
Based on regular season,
Yes.
he'll probably get it because they're based just on regular season.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I think he should have won it last year, and I think the Joker should win it this year. But it's gonna vice versa. But he deserves it. Hey, Big Dog, remember what, about 3-4 years ago, we were saying he's a future MVP?
Mm-hmm.
And we were saying, OKC, that team to look out for.
Yep.
3 years later, here we are. But I think they're going down to the Nuggets.
That's
I
all right,
think-
guys. Wrap it up.
All right, we got to wrap it up like a Christmas gift. Any final thoughts, Miss T?
I'm just looking forward to some more good playoff basketball. Like I said, everything's up in the air based on these first few games.
No, I
Second
couldn't
round.
watch the regular season.
Yikes. What do you mean?
Yeah.
What does wrap it up mean?
Okay, I was
It's
wrapping
time to
it
go.
up, bro.
Let's go, bro.
All right, y'all. We are gone. Whether you like it or don't like it, learn to love it. It's the best thing going. All in sports for Miss T, Brian, and that dude. We out of here.